And here is my friend Beltane. She is joining me again for another show. Yes. So today we're talking about traveling. Me and my family, we love to travel. And that's one of the things that we like to do. I love to go to see different places. Um, my thing all summer long, I always try to find at least one new place to go to a week in my surrounding area. You know, I've been here for almost 17 years, and I can always tell you that there's always something new and exciting to see here. You know, there's never a dull moment. There's always something or someplace new to go. And I love it because in my surrounding areas, I haven't been to all the parks there and different locations of, waters, attractions, zoos, museums. I love art museums. So, I mean, there's a lot of them I could go to and see different ones. So, this episode, I'm talking to you about different travel locations. So, the one location that I would like to say is I love to go to the North Beach. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a beautiful place to go to. I like to walk the little shores, and there's like little sea rocks or whatever, the seashores and orchards. And even found a gooey duck one time. I was like, what in the world is that spitting at me? And I was like, what? And they was telling me that's a gooey duck. And I was like, that was the first time I ever seen a gooey duck. And I was like, what? And it was all wet and slimy. I was like, yeah, I don't want to touch that ever again. Yeah, but people go and dig for them, and I was like, why in the world would they dig for that thing? Because it's like, what in the world? Looks like a worm. But, I let them have it, and then it spits water. Like, that is just too much. so, so with that said, now I just like go to different places, and I see, oh, so there's another beach that's just like the North Beach, but it's on the other side of the crest, Point Defiance. I like to go there too because you can walk in Owens Beach and walk through there. You can see the different tides, and they got different sea rocks and what is it, starfishes. Oh my God, the starfishes are so big. They're really huge. They're like this big around. And I'm like, I've never seen a starfish that big. And I was like, my goodness, that is a big starfish. But they get really huge. And then they climb up and cling to the sides of the piers. And then you can see once the tide go down, you can see them clinging to the side of the piers, and they be different colors. I mean, first time I ever seen a blue starfish, I was like, wow, they come in blue. But then I realized now that they come in all kind of colors. So yeah, so there's a blue starfish over there, and I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. So the destinations, so tell me, what is your best destination for your family? Where do they like to go during summer vacation? I like to go to Anacortes, watch the whales, and up that San Juan Islands, watching the orcas and stuff like that. That is my favorite location. I like to go around the little crest to Lake Park. I don't know if you've ever been to Lake Park, but it's really pretty. It's up there by Edmonds, and once you go around the Lake Park, it's just, you keep driving around the coast, and it's a road that just is so beautiful as you drive around it too, because you can see the water. The water's down here and it dips off, and you can see, sometimes you can see the whales just in the water just going. And I was like, wow, that is so pretty. But then if you get on a train, they have a train that also goes through there. It goes all the way from, you can catch it in Seattle and go all the way up to Blaine, Washington. And it goes through the coast, and you can see it going, and you can see the waters in different locations. And it goes all the way down to Vancouver, Washington too, and you can also see the coast that way, and it's very nice. And you could take that's a day trip if you take it from Seattle to Vancouver, Washington, that's a day trip, and you can take it there and take it all the way back, and that's $98. So that is pretty cool. I thought that was kind of fun. So if you want to do that for a weekend, that would be a nice little day trip to go down there and then come back. Another trip is weekend getaways. So there's weekend getaways all around, but there's one in particular that I want to talk to you about. And it's kid friendly. So this place, you can go, it has big attractions, and it's budget friendly, and it also has different sea attraction too. Horse buggies, let's see, you can do the dune buggy rides, and then you can do clam digging and all that, and it's in Westport, and it's a little hotel called Starlight. So right there off of Little Port, once you get into Westport, and it's like coming in off of the road, and then you take a left and go down the street to the end of the corner till you can't go no more, and the hotel sits right there in the back, and it's kid friendly. Kid has their own playground and everything there. And try this. So if the kids stay there with you, the kids get popcorn for free. Kids always like popcorns and chips and stuff like that. So that's what made me like and put that #1 on my list for kid-friendly places. So I thought that was pretty nice. Of course, the adults have to pay, but it's okay. Kids get it free, and they're enjoying it, and they got a playground to themselves, and it's enclosed, and it's budget friendly. So like $39.99 a night, that is budget friendly. So if you're looking for a place, Westport is the place for kid-friendly places, plus they get free popcorn. And so another place is if you go closer to home, which is in T-Town. So Tacoma has a little hidden off the wall little spot too. So this hotel is like 5 miles out. Once you get to the Tacoma Dome, you get off the Tacoma Dome exit and go down the street, and it's a little hotel. You've probably not even heard of it. It's called the Virginian, and it's right down there, and I love it because it's a hole in the wall. Looks like a little bed and breakfast place, but it's budget friendly as well. You know, it's $40 a night, stay, kid friendly also, and not only that, but the lady who runs it is excellent. So check that out while you're there in T-Town. And so majority of the places that I'm going to name and tell you about is top vacation spots, and it's budget friendly, and majority of the time, you know, you can take kids, even though I haven't took any kids to these places. That's why they're on the back end of the list. But you can go stay, have a nice, you know, shindig. But there's Wyndham, which is in Kent. It's budget friendly too. It's like $89, and you get like a whole suite. It's like 2 bedrooms, you know, the kitchenette, the dining room, the living room. So it's a whole suite, and then that's budget friendly, and it's in Kent. It's called the Wyndham, and it's perfect. So for romantic getaways, weekend getaways, it's #1 on my list. And the second one is if you are ever in the Seattle area. Now this is not a hotel, but this is a show. It's called the Laser Dome, and it plays different music with lasers on the wall and the ceiling, and it's nice music. It's beautiful. I went there a couple of times when they was doing the Prince versus Michael Jackson. They did Rihanna, they did Elvis, they did Sia, they did Chris Brown, they did AC/DC. They do a lot of shows, and that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays. It depends on what day, what time. If you do a matinee or become a member, it's only $14. If you are not a member, it's $18. But it's cost effective, friendly, and fun, and a lot of nice people go there. So check that out while you're in Seattle. The next place that I'm going to tell you about is the EMPD, and that is where you can go see the Jimi Hendrix Experience and see different sounds. Different exhibits also are there that you can see and listen to, and that's fun and costs a little bit more, but it's well worth it to go there. The next place that I'm going to tell you for fun and attraction is the Northwest Track. Now that kids will love. I haven't took any kids there. I've only went by myself, but I liked it. So you could probably take kids. I don't know how much it is for the kids, but I think the adults is $25 to get in, and that is pretty cool. That's budget friendly. And last but not least, this is the best one yet. So if you're ever in the Seattle area and you like the soul food, the 5 Spot is the place to go. I go get chicken and waffles, and it's the best. And every 6 months there's always a different theme, and I love it because you never know what theme you're gonna get every 6 months. And I love it when it comes to aliens or Roswell or that type of theme. Last month was Tennessee, so I think we got a couple of more months before they change over to something different. But right now they're doing Tennessee, so they do a different state every 6 months. So check the 5 Spot out. That is one of my favorite place to go eat. And if you ever in there, get the chicken and waffles or the half chicken, because I'm telling you, that is some good stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. And comment below and tell me something about yourself, because I am that.